jingle bell time and jingle bell time, dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square, in the frosty air. What a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in the one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet, jingle around the clock. Mix and mingle in the jingling feet, that's the Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell chime and jingle bell time, dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square, in the frosty air. What a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in the one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet, jingle around the clock. Mix and mingle in the jingling feet, that's the Jingle Bell, that's the Jingle Bell, that's the Jingle Bell Rock.
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go, let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand, just holding your hand. We're gliding along with the song of a wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy, cozy are we. We've snuggled close together like two birds of a feather would be. Let's take that road before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. There's a birthday party at the home of Farmer Gray. It'll be the perfect ending of a perfect day. We'll be singing the songs we love to sing without a single stop, at the fireplace where we'll watch the chestnuts pop. Pop, pop, pop. There's a happy feeling nothing in the world can buy when they pass around the coffee and the pumpkin pie. It'll nearly be like a picture print by Currier and Ives. These wonderful things are the things we remember all through our lives. These wonderful things are the things we remember all through our lives. Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go, let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand, just holding your hand. We're gliding along with the song of a wintry fairyland. Nice and rosy and comfy, cozy are we. We've snuggled close together like two birds of a feather would be. Let's take that road before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Lovely weather for a sleigh ride together. Lovely weather for a sleigh ride together.
Jody, can you hear me?
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Since we've no place to go, Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Shows no signs of stopping. I brought some corn for popping. Lights have turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbye. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Oh, the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbye. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Christmas bells are ringing, joyous voices sweet and clear sing the sad of heart to cheer. Ding dong, ding dong, Christmas bells are ringing. Caroling, 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 caroling through the town. Christmas bells are ringing. Caroling, caroling up and down, Christmas bells are ringing. Mark ye well the song we sing, gladsome tidings now we bring. Ding dong, ding dong, Christmas bells are ringing. Caroling, caroling, now we go. Caroling, caroling through the snow. Joyous voices sweet and clear sing the sad of heart to cheer. Ding dong, ding dong, Christmas bells are ringing. Ding dong, ding dong, Christmas bells are ringing. Out of all the reindeers, you know you're the mastermind. Run, run, Rudolph, Randolph ain't too far behind. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, 'cause I'm reeling like a merry-go-round. Said Santa to a boy child, what have you been longing for? All I want for Christmas is a rock and roll electric guitar. And then away went Rudolph, whizzing like a shooting star. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa went to make it in town. Santa I'm reeling like a merry-go-round. Said Santa to a girl town, what would please you most to get? A little baby doll that can cry, sleep, drink, and wet. And then away went Rudolph, whizzing like a saber jet. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, I'm reeling like a merry-go-round.
There is no Christmas like a home Christmas with your dad and mother, sis and brother there, with their hearts humming at your home coming, and that merry Yuletide spirit in the air. Christmas bells, ringing loud and strong. Follow them, you've been away too long. There is no Christmas like a home Christmas, for that's the time of year all roads lead home. Christmas bells, ringing loud and strong. Follow them, you've been away too long. There is no Christmas like a home Christmas, for that's the time of year, the time when all roads lead home. La 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 la
Up on the housetop, reindeer paws, out jumps good old Santa Claus. Down through the chimney with lots of toys, all for the little ones' Christmas joys. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, 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 down through the chimney with old Saint Nick. First comes the stocking of little Nell. Oh, dear Santa, fill it well. Give her a dolly that laughs and cries, one that can open and shut its eyes. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, 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 down through the chimney with good Saint Nick. Look in the stocking of little Bill. Oh, just see what a glorious fill. Here's a hammer and lots of tacks, a whistle and ball and a whip that cracks. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, 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 down through the chimney with good Saint Nick. Up on the housetop, reindeer paws, out jumps good old Santa Claus, down through the chimney with lots of toys, all for the little ones' Christmas joys. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, 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 down through the chimney with good Saint Nick. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, 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 down through the chimney with good Saint Nick.
Again now, for we believe silent people. Me and my drum.
Should have taken that. Phones. Instead of earphones, it's phones.
I'm about to do this announcement real quick. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Texas A&M University San Antonio Fall 2022 commencement. We will begin in 5 minutes. We kindly ask you to please find your seats at this time. Thank you.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Ho, ho, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Jolly Christmas, it's the best. Have a holly jolly Christmas. Christmas. And when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Ho, ho, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Texas A&M University San Antonio Fall 2022 commencement. We will begin in 1 minute. 1 minute. Please be seated at this time. Thank you.
Season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be...
Good afternoon, and welcome to the Texas A&M University San Antonio 2022 Fall Commencement. I'm Dr. Mohammed Abdulrahman, and it is my privilege to serve as Provost at Texas A&M University San Antonio. We are delighted to have all of you here, our graduates, families and friends, distinguished guests and representatives of the faculty and administration. At this time, I ask you to please stand for the presentation of colors and the national anthem. The colors are presented by the A&M San Antonio ROTC Color Guard. The national anthem will be performed by A&M San Antonio alumna and current staff member Alyssa De La O.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, those bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Thank you, Alyssa, for that beautiful rendition. It's now my pleasure to introduce the members of our platform party. Please hold your applause until I announce all of them. Dr. Cynthia Teniente Matson, President of Texas A&M University San Antonio. The Honorable Tony Gonzalez, U.S. Representative of Texas District 23, our keynote speaker today. Dr. Deborah Feeks, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Megan Wise de Valdez, Faculty Senate President-elect. Dr. Merle Bala, Chair, Department of Mathematical, Physical, and Engineering Sciences. Dr. Catherine Gillen, Chair, Department of Language, Literature, and Arts. Dr. William Kaiser, Chair, Department of Communication, History, and Philosophy. Dr. Marvin Lutinsky, Chair, Department of Life Sciences. Dr. Jesse Peisers, Vice President for University Relations and Advancement. Ms. Brandy McClelland, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Dr. Madi Fuentes Martin, Vice President for Student Success and Engagement. And finally, Mr. Jacob Goldstein, Student Government Association President. Thank you all for being here. Please help me welcome the platform party. I would now like to make some important recognitions. As a military-embracing university, we would like to honor our patriots here with us including all active duty or retired military and anyone who has served. Would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You will now notice that many of our graduates are wearing veteran stoles. These are symbols of our graduates who are currently serving or have previously served. On behalf of A&M San Antonio, I thank you all for all you have done to keep our country free and safe, as well as the sacrifices of your families. Let's give them a hand as well. Next, I want to acknowledge all the faculty present for their outstanding teaching, mentorship, and engagement with students in their pursuit of academic excellence. They have guided these graduates along every step of their academic journeys, and I know they are happy to be here today celebrating the achievements of our graduates. I ask that our faculty please stand and be acknowledged. Today, we want to give very special recognition to our graduates who have brought distinction to themselves through their academic achievements. Students who earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 and above graduate with the distinction of cum laude. Students who earned a grade point average of at least 3.7 graduate with the distinction of magna cum laude. And finally, those who graduate with a 3.9 and above earn the prestigious distinction of summa cum laude. Will all the students graduating with the distinction of summa cum laude, magna cum laude, or cum laude please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Last but definitely not least, we recognize the incredible commitment of each graduate who has charted a new course for themselves and their families. Today, many of them are the first in their family to cross the stage and receive their well-earned degree. Family and friends, please get your applause ready and join me in celebrating this next recognition. Will the first generation graduates please stand and be recognized? Thank you. It's now my honor to introduce Dr. Cynthia Teniente Matson, who has served as the second president of Texas A&M University San Antonio since 2015. Among her many accomplishments at A&M San Antonio, Dr. Teniente Matson led the successful efforts to become a designated Hispanic serving institution and a comprehensive four-year university. Welcoming the university's first freshman class in 2016, we have shared many accomplishments together, including the recent partnership with University Health and Texas A&M Health Science Center, launching a new health science focus. Under her leadership, our university is transforming tomorrow together. As many of you know, she has recently been named the next president of San Jose State University and will be leaving us in January. So this is her final A&M San Antonio commencement day, which I know makes it a bittersweet one for her. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our president, Dr. Cynthia Teniente Matson, to the podium.
Thank you, Provost Abdulrahman. Well, here we are,
The moment our graduating students have been dreaming about is finally here. After years of hard work, commitment, and persistence, especially during an incredibly challenging couple of years, this is your time. I'm happy and proud to witness this special moment with your most beloved family, fans, and friends, and to celebrate you, the A&M San Antonio class of 2022. You did it. Woohoo! Like so many of your peers across the nation, your academic journeys, and of course your lives, were impacted by navigating the challenges of the pandemic and its disruption of life as the way we knew it. Like me, many of you probably wondered when and if things would ever get back to some sort of normalcy. Despite it all, you adjusted. Like all Jaguars, those have come before you and those who will come after, you are resilient. Today, we celebrate your academic accomplishments and your journey. For some of you, the path was not a straight one. It required seasons of pause and the delicate balance of juggling all of life's responsibilities. And now here you are on your commencement day. As you cross the stage today, we focus not on what has passed, but rather celebrate the beginning of what's yet to come. I know this generation of graduates, you, will change the course of history and the world as we know it. You already have. To a graduating class in 2020, former President Barack Obama said, and I quote, "The old normal wasn't good enough. You don't have to accept the world as it is. You can make it the world it should or could be. You can create a new normal," end quote. Your time is now. All that you have worked hard for has prepared you to make the world as it could be. The world is ready for your contributions, and I'm counting on you. We are all counting on you to do just that, change the world. Now, it is my very great pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker for today's ceremony, the Honorable Tony Gonzalez, U.S. Representative serving the 23rd District of Texas. Congressman Gonzalez is a dedicated patriot with 20 years of military experience. He's also an incredible example of hard work, perseverance, and determination to succeed against some pretty rough odds. At the age of 18, he left high school to join the military to provide a path to success for himself and his family. As a career cryptologist in the United States Navy, he rose to the highest enlisted rank of Master Chief Petty Officer for his support of continued operations in Iraq and Afghanistan. After multiple deployments to the Middle East and Asia, he drew from his distinguished military background to serve on Capitol Hill as a Department of Defense Legislative Fellow for U.S. Senator Marco Rubio. In his time there, he contributed to the defense, foreign policy, and intelligence portfolios, and in 2018 was selected as a National Security Fellow at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies. One of the things I appreciate the most about the Congressman is that he understands the value that a good education can provide. Although he had to himself postpone high school when he joined the Navy, he later earned his high school diploma and continued to pursue higher education. He holds a master's degree in international relations from American Public University and is a PhD candidate in international development at the University of Southern Mississippi. He also holds a graduate certificate in legislative studies from Georgetown University, and he serves as an assistant professor at the University of Maryland System, where he teaches political science with an emphasis on counterterrorism. Not too shabby, huh? I think we're all might be pretty safe today. And perhaps his proudest achievement, Congressman Gonzalez and his wife Angel are raising 6 wonderful children. In his time in office, he has already proven to be a great friend to our university and a champion for our community. It is my pleasure and privilege to welcome him today. Congressman Gonzalez, please join me in addressing our class.
I'm so honored to be your congressman. I'm so honored to have Dr. Madsen here invite me. She's been a wonderful advocate for the university and has really taken the university in a direction that it needed. She's going to be sorely missed, but like many things, I'm sure, like many of you all today, you can never forget Texas A&M San Antonio. I want to welcome Texas A&M San Antonio University graduates, friends, family, and distinguished guests. And I want to thank President Madsen for inviting me to speak with y'all today. Through my work in Congress, I've had the pleasure of getting to know her and would like to recognize her passion for the university. She has the heart for education and has worked tirelessly to ensure that every student has access to the resources they need for success. As I look around the room, I can tell you the potential is limitless. With hard work, dedication, and support of a strong university community, each of you have earned a college degree. Everyone in this room today has accomplished a common goal, but despite sitting in the same chairs, attending the same classes, living in the same dorms, and eating the same dining halls, the path to this moment has looked different for each of you. I'm an example of success through a non-traditional path, but this is not a new concept. Society may push a certain set of expectations, but the reality is the United States has been pushing boundaries, trying new things, and therefore making unprecedented accomplishments throughout history. In fact, our country was built on the idea of the American dream. You know, life has never been easy for me. At 2 months old, my father abandoned me and I was raised without a father. 5 years old, my mother remarries and it was a very abusive environment. I remember spending time at the San Antonio Battered Women and Children Shelter, an area that I now represent in Congress. At 5, I went to go live with my grandparents. My grandparents essentially raised me. At 15 years old, I have 2 younger brothers, and I asked my grandparents if I could return and go live with my mother. And they reluctantly allowed me to do that. So I go back home and nothing had changed. It was that same chaotic environment. So I've lived on my own since I was 15 years old. Now you often hear, the word saying he postponed high school, chose to go in the Navy. That's a fancy word for I dropped out of high school. I dropped out of high school because life had just hit me with a 2x4, and I was struggling to survive. And I'm blessed that God put me on my journey, and I get my high school diploma while I'm in service, go on, get all these degrees. I tell you that story because each and every one of us in this room have a story. And it may not be perfect, and you may not want to share it, but it is your story. And don't forget your story. It's part of who you are. It's part of what makes us all tick. I'm blessed to have 6 wonderful children, and I'm blessed that my oldest graduated from college. It's one less bill that we've got to pay, and that gives me a smile on my face. There is nothing more important than family, and you know this. You don't get here alone. You don't succeed in life alone. It is people around you that are pushing and pulling, that love you. Don't forget those people. I want to briefly share my mother's story. I'm very proud of her. Last year, she got her bachelor's degree after many years. I share that, I won't tell you how many years because I'll be in trouble, but I share that with you because we live in the greatest country on earth where everything is possible. You can do and you can be absolutely anything you want. And while many of y'all are graduating today, this is not the end of your journey. You will continue and do other things. Now let me get back on script. Your degree has evened the playing field, and your hard work ethic will set you apart. As you compete for jobs and opportunities, remember the hard work and determination that got you this far. It is that same effort and grit that will get you through life. The key is showing up every day and getting the job done, building relationships, focus on things that last, do quality things. Each of you is proof that the American dream is alive and well. Despite what is happening in our world, our personal struggles, or whatever else comes our way, you have proven that the ideals of our country was founded on being carried out through the next generation. You have each continued this great legacy by following your dreams and putting the work in to earn your degree. Before I finish, I want to leave you with one final request. Actually, two final requests. The first one, never forget your story. Be proud of your story. Tell your story. As you leave the university and into the workforce, you are bound to come across people you do not always agree with. When that happens, I encourage you to begin a conversation. Find common ground. It is something that does not always happen in today's environment, whether it's at a family dinner table or all the way in Washington, D.C. When we can have a conversation with each other and discuss our common goals, that we have more in common than we don't, everything can change. Real change doesn't happen on the left or the right, it happens on common ground. And I want to thank again President Mattson for the opportunity, faculty, staff for allowing me to be here today, and I want to congratulate Texas A&M University San Antonio class of 2022.
Thank you, Congressman Gonzalez, for these inspiring remarks and for your service to our country and the state of Texas and your support for A&M San Antonio. We appreciate your advocacy for the university, for San Antonio, and for South Texas. And we are honored to have had you address the graduates today. Now, I invite to the podium Student Body President Jacob Goldstein. Jacob is currently a junior and expects to graduate in the spring of 2024. Currently residing in San Antonio, Jacob's hometown is Detroit, Michigan. He is studying computer information systems with plans to pursue computer forensics and cyber network defense, and is serving his second term as president of the Student Government Association. Please join me in welcoming Jacob.
Good evening, Jaguars. Now, I do have to say it's going to be very hard to top our remarks by Representative Gonzalez, and I'd like to thank you for taking your time on behalf of our student body. The words of late President George H.W. Bush came to mind as I was reflecting upon today. Be bold in your caring, be bold in your dreaming, and above all else, always be your best. These words exemplify my excitement for the future of each graduate crossing the stage today. The future is bright and boundless only because of you. My fellow Jaguars, I want you to consider the word impossible to be a challenge. Never be afraid to dream, to use your knowledge and experiences to help shape the world around you. The bold spirit that has led each of you here today is a testament to your resolve and proof of your persistence and courage. Through hard work and determination, you all have continuously challenged yourselves to be the best that you can be. The clubs joined, the friends made, the experiences shared. These are the memories that you will forever carry with you as a member of the Jaguar family. Graduation is not a moment that marks an end to a journey, but rather the start of something great. Continue to seek new ideas, new experiences, and ways to grow. The path to success is not linear, and your potential to achieve it is endless. Keep the strength and resiliency you've all demonstrated on this journey. Continue to defy expectations and never settle for anything less than what you deserve. All of you here today have the opportunity to transform the world and shape the future. Now, like many of you, my time at A&M San Antonio has represented a second chance following unique circumstances that have forever shifted our lives and community. Just over 2 years ago, I was A&M San Antonio bound after being laid off from my job during the pandemic. Though my optimism that things would blow over by the fall didn't come to fruition, together we adapted and overcame these obstacles. Remember that the struggles of yesterday create the strength of tomorrow. With us here today are a graduating class that represents a beacon of hope, of courage, and of joy. You all have truly demonstrated the values of what it means to be a Jaguar. I would like to take this opportunity to thank President Mattson, our faculty and staff, but most importantly, the families who have supported our graduates on this momentous journey. At this time, I ask each graduate to please stand as possible and look at those in attendance who have supported you in your journey to this day and give them a round of applause. Thank you. Graduates, as you walk across the stage today, I encourage you to honor and remember those who have helped you get here. Hold near to the ambition that has led each of you here today, for it will carry you all into a lifetime of greatness and success. And remember, once a Jaguar, always a Jaguar. Congratulations, graduating class of 2022.
Thank you, Jacob. All right, we're approaching the moment you have all been waiting for. We now begin the recognition of our candidates for graduation. Will the candidates please stand and come forward?
Catalina Arguello. Tracy Mays Bledsoe. Jason Patrick Boyosa. Alec Dumenil Buenteo. Pedro Castillo. Jorge Luis Cruz. Summa cum laude Anthony Ray Dalphine. Miguel Guadalupe de Luna. Summa cum laude Jonathan Well Duncan. Cum laude, Sean Leonard Evans. Summa cum laude, James L. Fogg, Jr. Summa cum laude, Crescencio Fonseca. Magna cum laude, Mary E. Estrada. Summa cum laude, Maitland Faith Farenthold. Gary E. Fussell, Jr. Honored veteran Juan Enrique Garcia, Jr., cum laude. Melanie Aide Garcia. Michelle Lynn Garcia. Paul Emery Guevara. Magna cum laude, Justin Ray Klaus. Honored veteran Christopher David Lecomte. Brittany R. Loera. Madeline Y. Lopez. Cum laude, Jeremy A. Martinez. Christopher Cody Mercado. Brenda Veronica Nieves. Magna cum laude, David Emmanuel Prado. Cum laude, Cecilia Puga. Joshua Alfonso Rodriguez. Summa cum laude, Marlene Rodriguez. Summa cum laude, Harley Austin Rogers. Summa cum laude, William E. Rolfe. Summa cum laude, Scott Safford. Andrew Luis Sarabia. Summa cum laude, Edwin Alejandro Tijerina. Honored veteran, Jesus Antonio Tristan, cum laude. Magna cum laude, Jusine Valverde. Honored veteran, Kevin Allen Ware. Elizabeth Ramones Weaver. Honored veteran George Wesley Wilson, Jr. Christopher Martin Aguirre. Cum laude, Caitlin Mary Alonso. Claudia Yvette Avila. Jai Blount. Samantha Yoselin Bravo. Italy Odette Castaldo. Sebastian Cervantes. Cum laude, Maria Eugenia Colbert. Victoria Ray Cortez. Lori Marisol Day. Saile de la Torre. Derek Dwayne Dixon, Jr. Isaac Anthony Dobrensky. Shoknoza Rachmanov. Zachary Ryan Durham. Amaris Rodriguez Elizondo. Cum laude, Yvette Escobedo. Magna cum laude, Cassandra Desiree Espinosa. Claire Danica Foytek. This one? Is this Claire? Marina Fuentes. Elvira C. Garcia. Karen Fatima Garcia. Brianna Alicia Gomez. Tabitha Gomez. Magna cum laude, Krista Danelle Guajardo Carr. Honored veteran, Janae Latrice Gutierrez. Talia Alejandra Guzman. Lavinia Celeste Hayes Angelelli. Salma M. Hernandez. Honored Veteran Anthony Joseph Herrera. Brandon Alexander Hossain. Andrew Ryan Jimenez. Monica Diane Leras. Amanda Renee Lopez. Marchini. Cum laude, Vincent Patrick Marchini. Bridget Marroquin. Alma Maritza Martinez. Dylan Merten. Daniel Miramon Sr. Cum laude, Angelica E. Molina. Vanessa Montano Rodriguez. Julia Nichols Morales. Fomba Nabio Sr. Summa cum laude, Catherine Cecilia Naranjo. Cum laude, Paul Michael Patina IV. Jeremiah Perales. Carlos Peralta Jr. Marisa C. Perez. Brittany Rose Polk. Shiklali Quinones. Magna cum laude, Rochelle Rangel. Aaron Anthony Reff. Magna cum laude, Stephanie Crystal Rodriguez. Kimberly Ann Rubio. Crystal Lynn Ruiz. Magna cum laude, Irma Beatriz Sainz. Magna cum laude, Nancy M. Sheldon. Jasmine Solis.
Cum laude, Carlos Adrián Talavera. Katrina M. Valdez. Tiffany Marie Valentin. Magna cum laude, Cassandra Janelle Vela. Misty Danielle Veliz. Cum laude, Armando Villarreal III. Erica Andrea Serna. Athena S. Mercado. Yesenia Saldana. Cum laude, Sandra M. Sale. Kiana S. Santiago Andino. María Guadalupe Santillán Ibarra. Summa cum laude, Catarina Grace Scalercio. Kalisa Karen Schmidt. Mariah Renee Silva. Celsa Myra Smartwood. Halia Kapawi Wakolea Tinkang. Brittany Montserrat Torres. Isaiah Andrew Torres. Leanne Marie Villanueva. Victor Eduardo Villarreal. Brandon Bermea. Ashlyn Beatrice Smith. Deseni Morena Trejo. Lorena Juanita Ortiz. Jalen Adele Williams. An honored veteran, Andrew Young. An honored veteran, Atora Dion Dupleshain. Albert Gomez. An honored veteran, Emilio J. Gutierrez. Monique Tiara Lipscomb. Angelica Carissa Lozano. Karina Giselle Rabago. Freddie Ramirez. Jasmine Marie Turner. Brandy L. Patino. Cum laude, Daniel Perales. Diana Perez. Garrett James Perez. Kimmy Perez. Marisa Ann Perez. An honored veteran, Carla Berenice Perkins, magna cum laude. Miriel Don Ramos Ragay. Magna cum laude, Sofia Maria Rayford. Jasmine Elise Ramos. Natalia Reyes. Carla Edith Rivas. Daisha Marie Robinson. Alicia Maria Rodriguez. Delma Margarita Rodriguez. Jaylene V. Rodriguez. Sabrina Hope Rodriguez. Amarisa Marie Rojas. Vanessa Guadalupe Ruiz Bolanos. Jacqueline Victoria Salas. Jonathan Manuel Salas. Jessica Lee Martinez. Cum laude, Kimberly Amber Martinez. Lorena Martinez. Sabrina Elia Martinez. Leslieanne Esperanza Mata. Robertine Mwanda Mbadu Jr. Annette Castano McLean. Martin Medina Jr. Natalie Elizabeth Medrano. Samantha A. Medrano. Dolores González Montes. Gloria Ion Sky Moreno. Larry Ryan Moreno Jr. Faith Lynn Nieto. Caroline Núñez Cardoso. Ramón A. Orendain. Savannah Morgan Outlaw. Dominique J. Owen. Magna cum laude, Natania Lirio Palmeros. Roman M. Pardo. Victoria Elica Garcia. Cum laude, Iris L. Gomez. Sierra Rianne Gonzalez. Desiree Gonzalez. Cecilia Lizeth Gonzalez. Magna cum laude, Haley Elizabeth Gonzalez. Magna cum laude, Natalia Guajardo. James Guerrero Jr. Timothy R. Guevara. Cum laude, Dustin J. Headley. Cum laude, Michelle Hernandez. The next one. Itiel Huerta. Cameron Tadashi Imeni. Ana Karen Hasso Figueroa. Lauren E. Landon. Gabriela Lara. Thelma Marie Lara. An honored veteran, Brianna Nicole Leach. Ricardo Israel Cervantes Leija. Alejandro Castillo Luevano. Alejandra N. Luna. Brenda Lynn Luna. Magna cum laude, Kevin Matthew Manrique. Magna cum laude, Cody Lee Campbell. Cameron Mechi Casares. Summa cum laude, Jelani Ashley Cisneros. Nayeli Alexia Contreras. Cum laude, Violeta Nayeli Corpus. Odalis Covarrubias. Summa cum laude, Lillian F. Orocio. Sebastián Jesse de Hoyos. Angela Marie Diaz. Leslie Esquivel. Luz G. Estrada. Camila Ann Fowler. Zareth Garay. Brittany Garcia. Carlos M. Garcia. Darius A. Vasquez. An honored veteran, Jose G. Garcia III. Summa cum laude, Rose Angelina Garcia. Demi Renee Villarreal. Selena Guadalupe Cantu. Jose Luis Diaz, Jr. Alexis Monique Leos. Magna cum laude, James Anthony Martinez. Natalie Giselle Nájera. Caitlin Rangel. Victoria Rangel. Arturo Vela III. Loida Esther Aguilar. Bachelor of Science, Margarita Aguilera. Chloe O. Agbe. Cum laude, Brittany Nicole Almaraz. Ellen Ashton Anaya. Monica R. Areola. Cum laude, Andrea Arzate Zavala. Vanessa Danielle Aycock. Simón Alejandro Baldarán. Jaden A. Barrera. Janet M. Benavides.
President Madsen, I certify that the candidates before you have completed all of the requirements of their respective baccalaureate and master's degrees, and I now recommend on behalf of the faculty that the degree to which they are individually entitled be conferred. Now, will the degree candidates of the graduating class of 2022 for the College of Arts and Sciences please rise?
Okay. Are you ready? You actually have to hear this for it to be official. Ready? By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas A&M University System, acting under the enabling legislation that serves as a charter of this university, I now confer upon verification and completion of the degree to which you are entitled with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Graduates, you may now move your tassels from right to left to represent your new status, and you may turn your university rings to face outward. Please remain standing for the singing of the alma mater, Bienvenidos, performed by our own Alyssa de la O. The words are on the last page of the program if you'd like to sing or follow along. Alyssa.
Oh, we see the vision of our dreams. Our lives must be with learning our university. A&M, A&M, we pledge our loyalty. Bienvenidos sean todos en San Antonio. As the power of history beckons and our mission makes us free. Night bright light calls us onward, our road made clear by thee. A&M, A&M, the clarion call our guide. Mil recuerdos, nuestros días en San Antonio. So we honor all thy grandeur as our song rings out for thee. We raise forever thy banner with grateful hearts our key. A&M, A&M, hail our adversity. Esperanza, un futuro en San Antonio. Esperanza, un futuro en San Antonio.
Please be seated. Another beautiful performance, Alyssa. Thank you. We have nearly reached the end of this celebration, but before we send our graduates off in style, I would like to recognize our excellent staff who organized this ceremony and worked hard to ensure that today was special for our graduates and their families. I want to also acknowledge the sign language interpreters with us today, Frank Parelas and Caitlin Willihan, as well as our Spanish interpreters, Sergio Cano and Arlene Abrams, who helped make the content of today's ceremony accessible to everyone. Please help me recognize all of them. And now for the stars of our show. As you may have noted in your program, our final celebration of the graduates is going to involve lowering the house lights, and then there will be some bright and flashing lights. So if you are sensitive to that, now is a good time to step out or make whatever adjustments you need. We will give you a moment while we get ready. Graduates, now is the time to let your light shine. If you haven't already, reach under your chair and grab the light up maracas and turn them on. Stage party, you have maracas too. Go ahead and pick those up. Family and friends in the audience, I encourage you to turn on your cell phone lights and join us as we are about to turn down the lights and turn up the music to celebrate. Everyone, please join me in the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best freaking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. 'Cause I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best freaking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down
That was definitely fun. That was our first glow-in-the-dark graduate celebration. Graduates, all that's left now is for me to welcome you as the newest alumni of Texas A&M University San Antonio. Congratulations, class of 2022. We ask that friends and family remain in their seats while the graduates and platform party recess. This concludes the Fall 2022 commencement ceremony for Texas A&M University San Antonio. Thank you all for joining us.